glance at your wrist right now.
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing a smartwatch.
Yeah, it's probably buzzing to tell you to stand up.
Right. Even when you've, literally been standing for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Today, our deep dive into a fascinating tech excerpt flicks that whole absurd dynamic entirely.
It really does. We are looking at a device designed with basically a single brutal metric.
Yeah, keeping you breathing.
Because, we've essentially turned our wrists into these tiny, nagging personal assistants.
Oh, totally. It's exhausting.
But the source material introduces this device called the Boy. It's developed by a Brussels-based team, FutureWave.
Right.
And they completely abandon that philosophy. Like, it is the ultimate anti-smartwatch.
Which I find so interesting because it doesn't track steps.
Exactly. It doesn't read texts, and it just ignores daily notifications entirely.
Because that raises a glaring question for me. If
Wow.
you strip away the screen and the apps, the connectivity that makes a watch smart,
Yeah.
are we even looking at a smartwatch anymore, or is it just like a wearable emergency beacon?
Well, it's a profound psychological shift in how we approach wearables, instead of optimizing for, constant engagement.
Right. And those minor daily conveniences.
Exactly. The Boy is engineered purely for worst-case scenario utility.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it operates on this premise that as our devices have become incredibly smart, they've actually become incredibly fragile.
Oh, that makes total sense. We're carrying around these supercomputers.
Right. Supercomputers that become completely useless the exact moment they lose connection to a local cell tower.
And that fragility is just completely tied to the network. Like, normal smartwatches are basically just short leashes for our phones.
Oh, 100%.
But here is my skepticism. Because FutureWave claims this watch guarantees safety completely off the grid.
Right. No cell towers, zero Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But connecting to a satellite from your wrist, usually that requires a massive battery.
And a giant, clunky antenna, yeah.
Exactly. So how does this thing actually bypass the physics of that to fit on a normal-sized watch?
So the source highlights this as the core technological leap, and it really comes down to data payload.
Okay. Data.
Right, that the Boy isn't trying to stream music or download weather maps.
They do voice calls, yeah.
Exactly. Those complex tasks are what drain batteries so fast and require those massive antennas you mentioned.
Makes sense.
By restricting the data payload to basically just a few bytes, like literally just a digital SOS signal and your exact GPS coordinates, the power requirement just plummets.
Oh, I see. So it just sends a tiny blip.
Yes, it allows the watch to punch a tiny, highly concentrated signal right through the atmosphere directly to an orbiting satellite.
Wow. Completely bypassing terrestrial networks.
Exactly.
But wait, satellite tech is notoriously finicky, right?
Right.
Like if you're stranded in a dense forest with a heavy canopy.
Yeah, or stuck at the bottom of a steep ravine.
Right. A satellite link isn't a magic bullet in those situations. Does the text address those physical blind spots?
It does, actually. The excerpt specifically focuses on extreme open environments.
Like being stranded in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, ocean or high on a mountain peak. In those scenarios, you have a clear line of sight to the sky.
But normal infrastructure just doesn't exist out there.
Exactly. Your standard $1,000 smartwatch becomes nothing more than a very expensive piece of jewelry.
The second it drops cell service, yeah.
Right. The creators are banking on the fact that a dedicated satellite connection, even with those environmental limitations, is just infinitely better than relying on a local network.
A network that literally vanishes the moment you leave civilization.
Precisely.
It really exposes a massive blind spot in our daily lives, doesn't it?
Oh, completely. We take all our smart functionality for granted.
We just assume it will always be there.
Yeah, assuming we're hyper-connected.
But it is entirely dependent on this invisible, fragile web of routers and cell towers. We think we are connected everywhere, but we are actually just tethered to a very local grid.
Right, and you step outside that grid, and the vulnerability is immediate.
Yep.
The really fascinating takeaway here is that true technological advancement in life or death scenarios actually looks like regression.
That is such a good point. Stripping away all the noise.
Stripping away the features to guarantee that the one function that actually matters, survival, works flawlessly when everything else goes dark.
So I guess the next time that watch on your wrist buzzes to nag you about your daily steps.
Just consider the invisible tether keeping it alive.
Exactly. And it leaves you with this to mull over. As our physical environments become, increasingly unpredictable, will the future of consumer technology focus less on adding more interconnected features.
And instead pivot toward rugged, single-purpose tools.
Tools designed for the exact moment the rest of the world stops working.